March 17th is St. Patrick's Day, so I thought I could put together some activities for you guys to try. And it's just with stuff that I found at home. That I have a 5-year-old, and so he has a lot of this stuff already. But if you can use stuff around your home, or you can improvise if you don't have cards, you can make little cards out of paper. All you really need, paper, if you have scissors, glue, crayons, and then in their take-home folder they have snap words in there that I provided at the beginning of the year. But here are just a few things you could try. 10 frame adding. We have 10 strings that I made out of construction paper, and there's also pennies, you know, because they look like gold coins. And what the students would do with a deck of cards is you would pull out a card, and if they got a 10, you would put 10 pennies, and boys and girls, we know that 10 makes a full tens frame. And then, so once you have 10, you could pull another card, maybe it's 6, and so you would add 10 more. So a 10 and 6 more makes 16. And you could go one step further by getting just a piece of paper and have them write the addition sentence. 10 plus 6 equals 16. You could also practice different ways to make 16. Maybe you move this penny down and you have 9 and 7 also make 16. So you're using the same amount of coins. After they do that, just clear it off. And then you could set the cards over and grab another card. If you get a face cards are 10. So that just numeracy, and they can become familiar with numbers. Again, if you don't have a deck of cards, you could just tear up paper and write numbers on them and have them flip them over. And then just 20 pennies is all you need. If you don't have pennies, you could just have them draw circles on the paper. Something else, a read aloud with a sequence. There was an old lady who swallowed a clover. I will read this later. And then she swallowed 7 different things. And so what we're going to do together is we're going to create a little foldable using transitional words like first, next, after that, finally. And we're going to write a little foldable together. All you need is computer paper, or this is just manila construction paper. If you don't have that, just tear out a piece of paper from a notepad you have laying around. That's all you need, nothing fancy. Also rainbow writing, and so I sent home these little books on Friday. They look like this, and in the back of their folders they already have snap words, or they got their snap box that I sent home. And so what you would do is, if the word is 2, you would write 2, and you would do a rainbow by writing over it with all the colors of the rainbow. And so then you have rainbow words. So you could do a couple of those and then switch to something else. But that just works on practicing, say the letters while they're writing it, read the word. If they are masters of snap words, you could have them write the word in a sentence, but as they write the word in this sentence, they would make that word rainbowed as well. Something else you could do is tear art. I took a piece of manila construction paper, cut it out like a rainbow. Construction paper, colors of my rainbow, and you would just tear off, see, I should have done this ahead of time. You would just tear off pieces and glue, just glue to make a little rainbow. And I can show you all that later whenever I do the read aloud of what it would look like when it's done. I'll probably make my 5-year-old do it because he loves art, and just practicing putting the colors in order, and then also good fine motor skill to be able to tear little pieces of paper. If you don't have glue or these colors of construction paper, just use crayons and create a rainbow, or draw a picture with a rainbow. Something else that you can do is with, again, that little notebook, is if I found a pot of gold, and they could practice writing a little story that if they found a pot of gold, what they would do with it, who would they share it with, how would they feel, different things like that. Practicing our finger spacing, capital letters, punctuation at the end of a sentence. So I hope this will give you guys some ideas while you are at home. Again, minimal resources. Took me a minute to gather them all.